Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to level up extremely fast in Starfield and get incredibly rich at the same time. Let's dive into it. Alright, so how we're going to be setting this up today is going to involve outpost building. So if you're unaware of really how that system works, don't worry, I'm going to walk you through the entire process on how to build this and set it up correctly. But what you're going to want to do is start off, you're going to want to go over to the Narian system. Once you're here, you're going to go to the planet Samadhi, and there's a moon here next to it, Androphon. And you're going to want to scan this for resources. Alright, now the most crucial thing that we're going to be looking for on the planet is iron and aluminum. Now, if you're lucky, you're going to want to try to find a spot that actually has all three of these elements. So we're looking at iron, aluminum, and helium. I personally was lucky enough to find a spot that has all three of them. So you're going to want to choose that area. You're going to want to land there. Alright, once you're on the planet, what you're going to want to do is press F. It's going to open up your menu here. You're going to want to click R, and it's going to let you place down an outpost beacon. Now, if you notice in the top left, right now, if I place it here, the only elements that I'm available to actually mine is iron. So you're going to want to find a spot that actually includes iron, helium, and aluminum all in the same outpost. Alright, so the easiest way to find a spot to actually place your outpost is while you're running. You can see in the top left, right now we're looking at aluminum and beryllium. If I placed it here, that's what I could mine, right, on the top left. As you're running, just kind of jump in the air, and you can place this thing pretty far out around you as you're running. And you'll notice if I place it over here, now look, I'm getting aluminum, beryllium, and helium. So what you want to find is a spot with all you really care about is aluminum and iron. If you can find a spot with those two, you're going to be perfect here, and it's going to save you from having to create two outposts and doing a whole transport system. So just keep running, keep searching around. Eventually you will find a spot that has at least iron and aluminum. Alright, so step 2, once you have your outpost beacon placed, this is actually much less complicated than you would think. First off, you can look at the bottom part here and you can see total power and needed power. So the first thing you're going to want to do is place a couple of these solar arrays, right? Each one gives you 6 power. You just kind of keep adding them as you need them, but once you have some power, that's pretty much it for that. You can leave them there. But you're going to want to make sure that when you press tab, there's 2 different modes. Make sure you're in build mode, press V. It's probably different on controller, but you're going to want to go into aerial view. Now, you're looking to place the extractors. So scroll through the menu, find your extractors, and you can see here for iron, you're going to want to basically zoom in and out around the map, find where there's iron, and you're going to want to place as many of these extractors on the area for the iron that you can. So for this area, I've got about 5. Now, once you have those placed, you're done with that. Now you're going to need some storage so that you're not having to manually go and collect them, and the game does a great job of allowing you to automatically transfer your goods. As you can see, I've already got a ton of these, so what you're going to want to do now that you have that is actually hover over your extractor, and you can see here it says create output link. You're going to want to click on that and drag it to your storage. Now you can see here they're all going into this one storage, right? So I've already got the link, so I'm going to cancel that. But once you place more storage boxes, you're actually going to want to create a link between each storage box so that it doesn't just go into this one and that one gets full and then you're out of luck, right? So click on the storage box and you can actually link it to the one next to it. I already have the link, but for you it will be highlighted. So just link it to that one, then you want to link that one to this one, link this one to this one, link this one to this one, and so on until every single crate is linked, and then you're good to go. So once you've got your iron set up, now you want to focus on your aluminum. So same process. Find your aluminum extractor. And check around the map, see where you can place them. As you can see, I had a pretty big spot here. I was able to place a ton of these aluminum extractors. Same exact process, place as many as you can. They actually have a little bit of a radius on them, so you can only place so many per area. But once you've got them placed, same exact process, set up a couple storage boxes, make sure you link them so that it's automatically being transferred into this, and then same thing, set up as many storages as you can, and link those. All right, so once you have all of your extractors set up, you've got the power running, you've got them all linked into at least 1 or 2 storage boxes because you're probably going to be low on resources at first. Here's where the magic happens, and here's why we chose this moon of all the planets to actually create the outpost. So you're going to need 2 things here. You're going to need at least 1 chair, and you're going to need an industrial workbench. Now, what you're going to want to do is actually sit in the chair. And once you're sitting here, you're going to press B to wait. Now, the cool thing about this moon and why it's so perfect is because 1 hour is equal to 5 in-game hours to the universal time. So every single hour you wait, you're going to be collecting way more resources. So what you're going to want to do is crank that up, wait the amount of time, and boom, once you're done, stand up. Now you're going to want to go over to your industrial workbench. Alright, so this is where the magic happens once you wait. Now, the way that we're going to be getting XP is to craft the adaptive frames. As you can see up here, you'll check your inventory. You don't have to actually pull the resources out of the storage boxes. If you're on the outpost, you've got this set up, it'll automatically let you use those resources. So all you got to do from here, click on craft. You're going to want to craft 99 of them at a time. Seems like a lot, but press E, and there you go. You see, we just got 99 XP, and now we have 99 adaptive frames. So when you're looking at, making this process as fast as possible, the storage containers actually require iron, aluminum, and adaptive frames. So once you get a couple adaptive frames and you've got some iron and aluminum, you can place even more storage boxes. And that's why you see here I've got, probably over 30 storage boxes just for my iron and another 30 just for my aluminum. Now you just rinse and repeat. Keep standing here. Keep, try to hover your mouse to where you can craft 99. Click, click, 99, click, click, confirm, click, click, confirm. And you can see we're getting 99 XP every single time we craft these. And you just keep going through that process. So once you've got a good amount, you're going to be encumbered for sure, no question. Go check your inventory. We've got 500 adaptive frames. Now the way to make money with this is you're just going to be selling your adaptive frames. Eventually you're going to be crafting so many, you're going to have 3, 4, 5,000 of these. Just try to make it back to your ship, put them in your ship inventory. That way it's not on your person and you're not, dying trying to run wherever you're going. It's going to make it a whole lot easier because at vendors you can actually sell from your ship inventory. Absolutely. All right, so now that you're level up, now that you've leveled up a ton and you're ready to sell off all your adaptive frames, I would actually recommend going over to New Atlantis, and if you go over to the Outland store down here, so just go over here. It's in the commercial district on New Atlantis. Now the reason you want to go into one of these stores and not just one of the trade kiosks is because they actually have chairs, and we're going to need to reset this vendor quite a few times to actually, sell all of the adaptive frames that we have. Alright, so once you get to the vendor, you're just going to want to talk to him, ask him what he's got for sale. Go to sell your adaptive frames. This run I've got about 16,400, but if you notice, he only has about 5,975 credits. So we're going to go in here, mark it down to where we get right to his max credits. So we're going to sell 1,900, confirm. Now he has 47 credits left. Now exit out.
See you around.
Go to the chair. You're going to want to wait. Typically, most vendors reset after about 48 hours. Now, the reason why New Atlantis is good is because you can actually do this in one run. So every hour is equal to about 2 hours. So we're going to mark this at about 48 hours. We'll just do 50. You're going to want to wait the time. And when this is done, the vendor will be reset, have a new set of credits. Once you've offloaded all your adaptive frames, you just rinse and repeat the process, and now you're leveled up and you're incredibly wealthy. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you learned something, drop a sub or leave a like on the video. It really helps me out.